Hi, hello, beautiful souls. Thank you for joining me, Carmen Delport, today on this beautiful solstice day. I want to wish you a beautiful solstice. I want to wish you a beautiful solstice journey, as a solstice is a journey. From the 20th until the 25th, we are in a solstice journey, okay? So I am here in my new home on the Isle of Avalon, the heart chakra of the world, in Glastonbury. I'm here in the heart of the town, and the energies here has been really, really intense since the 6th of June at the 6/6 portal. And so we've been in this energy. It's been this beautiful build-up or chaotic, interesting build-up of energies we've been moving through the last 2 weeks. So I'm Carmen Delport, I'm a multidimensional healer, a spiritual therapist, and soul alchemist, here to help you be more of your true self through healing, various different forms of healing. And I do want to say I've got some very exciting programs coming up that I will share with you over the next few weeks. Like I say, we have been in this, and we are in this intense energy at the moment. And what's happening is we've been shaken and stirred inside. Okay, many are releasing the old karmic patterns, old karmic cycles. Soul contracts are completing. Okay, on this weekend, the solstice weekend, we are stepping more into who we are becoming now. And what I've experienced this week, not just for myself, this is with a few of my friends that I've spoken to, we are receiving huge downloads, massive downloads coming through. We are receiving information on who we are becoming and why we are here, our role going forward, personally and collectively. Okay. Now, I will share possibly more about that. I mean, it will be unfolding anyway, because for me, what I receive is more of my mission, my purpose here on planet Earth. So there will be a few changes happening in my life because of that. Very exciting. So that brings me to the solstice, because the solstice energies, the solstice is a point in time where the exact moment of the solstice is when the sun pauses. Okay, it's a pause. It's like the sun takes a breath. The world takes a breath, right? And what does that breath mean? In that sacred pause, in that sacred being, we are all more connected than ever before, right? Which means we need to open our hearts and receive the codes from the sun. The codes from the sun, and what I mean by the codes from the sun, for the last week, we've had new, different vibration and code, sacred geometry codes coming through from the sun. It's new. We haven't seen them before. We haven't felt them before. So if your body has been feeling different, if you have been feeling different, maybe you've been tired, maybe you've been not sleeping, maybe you're sleeping a lot, maybe you're very nauseous, maybe you're bloated, maybe you're getting rashes, maybe headaches. It is because we are receiving information from the sun we've never received before, right? And on this solstice weekend, we are in this portal where we can make huge advances in our emotional, spiritual, our mental life by absorbing these frequencies, allowing it in. Okay. How do we do that? We go outside. Okay. And if you can't go outside because the weather's really cold in the southern hemisphere, then just pause and have a very conscious connection with the earth. Tune in to the pulse of the earth. Tune in to the light of the sun. Connect with it. Be with it. Solstice is here in the northern hemisphere, the longest day of the year. Lovely. And in the southern hemisphere, the shortest day of the year. Life is always coming into balance, okay? So we are now going to the winter solstice in the north will be in December, and the summer solstice in the southern hemisphere. There's always balance, a balance being struck. So this is a balance point for us, the solstice. It's a point of reflection of the first 6 months of this year. And I think it's significant to point this out because this year has been so full on. So much energy has been moving through us. And as we know, so much is happening in the world that we don't take the time to reflect over a period, a specific period. So let's, over this next few days, take pause to reflect over the last 6 months, right? We've all experienced huge changes in our internal world and some huge changes in our external world. So I can talk more about what I've seen in my clients in the last week or two, and it's all been absolutely beautiful realizations and massive realizations. But what I want to say is that this is a very critical point for us, the solstice, to make the time to receive these downloads, this information, because this is bringing in the clarity that we so desire, okay? It might just be drops of clarity for some, and for some it will be more, depending on where we are in our journey, okay? But we are at the pinnacle point here on planet Earth, the solstice. This is a pinnacle point. And just in the last few hours, we've had, like literally in the last few hours, we've had an almost X2 class solar flare from the sun, aiming directly at Hawaii. Now that's significant, okay? For many reasons that I'm not going to go into. But what was happening because of that is that the big volcano in Hawaii is probably going to erupt any moment. And that is exactly what's happening inside of us. We are erupting. Just as in the world, there's all these earthquakes and all these volcanoes happening at the last few weeks. That is a direct reflection of what's happening inside of us and in our world individually. So if you feel very all over the place, maybe very sad, maybe very emotional, very chaotic, like your mind won't stop buzzing, we are experiencing all of these energies inside of us. We are erupting. Now, it's our choice how we erupt, how we respond to this electricity coming through us. It's our choice, okay? So be very aware of yourself, your thoughts, who you're spending time with, where you are spending your time. So here in the northern atmosphere, the summer solstice is about celebrating light. It's about joy. It's about movement. It's about having fun. It's about sharing the love and being outside. So here we are coming together in big groups, and we are increasing the love and the peace in the world in the groups we are coming together in ceremony. Okay. In the Southern Hemisphere, where I'm originally from, it's the shortest day of the year. It's a time to go inward and to reflect into your shadows. What am I not seeing inside myself? What don't I want to see? What am I running away from? What is this pressure that I'm feeling, that I'm avoiding? It's a time to go deeper within and to bring up to the surface for us to work through the rest of the winter what we need to work through. So when the summer solstice come, we've released it and releasing it, and we're experiencing the joy and the beauty. Okay. This, interesting enough, this period we are in, this summer solstice, is a period of the energy is very much around home, creating a safe home space, wherever that is for you. And it's about nurturing yourself. Again, because so much is happening in the world, we need to look after ourselves. Where do we go to nurture? How often do we nurture or self-love? How often do we refill our cups? Because as we are looking after ourselves emotionally, that's what I mean, loving ourselves, working on whatever is triggering us, we are sending that healing and love and peace out to the rest of the world. Okay? So this solstice, I really want you to just spend some time reflecting on the last 6 months. Receive the information coming through for you. Be outside in the sun, if you can, in nature, absorbing the information that's coming in. Journal. And if you're in the Southern Hemisphere, really spend time going inward to reflect. What do I need to work on, improve, heal in myself so that I can become a more authentic version of myself? Okay, because as we are healing, as we're becoming more aware of the triggers in our life, the trauma, the wounding, the programming, we are becoming more whole. And what that means is becoming more our true, authentic self without what's holding us back. So what I want to do is I want to share with you, first of all, this beautiful rose. I absolutely love roses. I just want you to see this beautiful rose. And of course, the rose is the highest vibrational flower. I've got quite a few roses here. That's also a bunch of red roses. And they're the highest vibrational flower. And they're directly connected to divine feminine, to Isis, Set, Hathor, Mary Magdalene, all these beautiful divine feminine goddesses. So we are coming into a period of balance, bringing more softness into our lives. Right. And we need to send that out to the world, as we know. So I want to channel for us I have this need today to do a solstice channeling for you. And this solstice channeling, I'm not quite sure what's going to come through. So I'm just going to ask my guides, what do they want me? What are they sending? What are they sending through me to you from the sun? So I'm just taking a couple of deep breaths, and I just want you to close your eyes and just pause and become fully aware of your breath. And feel how your body is feeling right now. Yeah. Okay. I'm just asking them if I should put on some music for this, because that will be lovely if we can get some music going with this. And let's see. I'm gonna share with you some music. Some beautiful handpan there for you on this solstice day. Comes through you. Arahumba katatia arima sasia katua arima kataya. In these energies of the solstice, we, the galactics, are helping you rise higher. And what we mean by rising higher is we're increasing your vibration through cosmic codes we are sending down to you and through you. We are expanding the heart, and as we're expanding the heart, we're opening the higher heart. And as you know, this has a knock-on effect to every single chakra in your being, and more chakras are coming online. You are becoming more sensitive. You're becoming more sensitive to your environment. You're becoming more sensitive to frequencies. And this is all part of the ascension process of becoming a higher version of yourself. And that is why you are here in this time on planet Earth, is to become a higher version of yourself. You have agreed to this before you came down, and many of you are starting to remember this agreement now. And as more are remembering their agreement, many more will remember. Just letting down the volume of this music a little. We are the Lyran Council of Light, and we are here to assist you on this journey. And many of you are from Lyra. We work through many of you walking on Earth right now. And they're going to send you a message now. So open and allow and receive this message fully and completely into your being. Tarima kakua sasia katia maraturu matatara kita huma katatuma tatatara hima sasa kakuma katia rima katia hima kakua rima sasaya arima kakua ara rima kataya ambaria ria. Breathe. Amba karatua ara imba satatua. Amba karabatia karuma kata. Amba karima kasuruma katia. Ay. Flow. These codes we are sending through is going through your heart. Amba. Urumba sasia makatu. Amaduma dia rari sasia ketika keteruma ketatia. Rima katatua. Rima katatia karepetir katetara teturma tetia keturuma kataya teturu tutu. Imba katatu. Urumba saya. Anchoring. Pray. Receive the cosmic codes coming down over the planet, into the planet in 24 hours. And breathe. Sima satua amakakua arima. Arahima satatua amakakua arima katuma sia sima. Together we rise higher and higher and higher. Together we are powerful. Together we are stronger. Together we are united. Together we breathe. We breathe. We breathe. Breathe. Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you, love. Yes, there is more love. There is more connectedness than ever before. And you are realizing how very interconnected you are. Oh, there we go. Just want to share with you, I've got my upcoming healing events, in-person events here in Glastonbury. That is in July and in August and in September. Okay, so do check it out. Sign up to my newsletter at carmendelport.com. And I've got my online group healings happening as well, but I've changed the date of the next one to July because so much is happening in my world. And as always, if you feel you need guidance, love, support, then I'm here to help you through beautiful healing and transmissions to be more. Okay, so go and have a fantastic, fabulous solstice, and I'll see you soon.